Why do we live in a world where the only thing people have to say is found in the comment section of what someone else has said? Where their only opinion is about what someone else's opinion is, and whether or not they agree or disagree with it? Why do we live in a world where people walk around all day long with their chests puffed out, kicking down other people's sandcastles, and laughing at them? They've got nothing better to do than destroy what someone else has built. Why do we live in a society where it seems like the only time people are interested in their right to free speech is when another group of people are trying to use their right to free speech to take it away from them? There doesn't seem to be much left in the world that is proactive about doing anything. All the activity of people seems to be centered around reacting to the activity of people and trying to shut them down when they're doing what they do. Maybe we just misunderstand the fundamental concept of being proactive. Our society has been conditioned to be reactive to whatever programming they've exposed us to. And that is exactly what everyone is doing, without a single thought about it. We just consume and react, consume and react. And then we react to the consumption and consume the reaction. We're all being driven mad by all of this passive consumption of everything, which goes against the natural grain of our nature. It's almost as if there are people or an entity in charge of making all of this chaos occur, just so it can feed off of all the energy that's generated by it. Now there's a thought. Who or what is benefiting from all of the chaos being sewn into the fabric of reality? Who or what is intentionally making it threadbare? Who or what is pulling and tearing at the fabric of the world so slowly that none of us are even consciously aware that it's happening? Who or what is ripping everything apart thread by thread to see what we will all do to each other when we begin to realize that it's happening? Maybe societies everywhere are just an experiment to see what happens to people when you give them everything and take it all away from them again. Or perhaps authoritarianism is just the inevitable result of any system of power on a long enough timeline. Perhaps any social system, no matter how well planned, eventually devolves and disintegrates into a fascist dictatorial regime. A have and have not paradigm where all the power is concentrated at the top and forced down to the rest of us who no longer have any representation or recourse. History is a stark and unforgiving nature. It will forever remind us that as our society began to collapse in the first quarter of the 21st century, we voted for it to happen. We chose to be led instead of being leaders. It became inconvenient for us to worry about governing ourselves any longer. We just turned around and put all of our power right into the hands of those who couldn't wait to abuse it and use it against us. And that's exactly what they did.